All right, so you sent in some really interesting stuff from this Ethan Mollick guy, his book, Co-Intelligence, Living and Working with AI.
Yeah.
Seems like you're ready to really figure out how these LLMs, these large language models that are, making all these headlines, Chat GPT and all that, are going to impact you and your world.
Right.
So let's unpack this and see what we can learn.
Yeah. It's exciting, isn't it?
It is.
These LLMs are really pushing the boundaries.
Yeah, and Mollick, he calls them alien minds.
I like that.
And I can see why.
Yeah.
Because they can have conversations.
Right.
They can be creative. They can write code.
Yeah.
But the way they work,
It's just different.
it's just so different than how our brains work.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
What I think is really interesting is that he goes beyond just the technical side of things
Yes.
and really digs into, what this means for us, for how we work, how we learn, how we think.
And how we think. And he starts things off with a story.
Right.
About asking Chat GPT to be a negotiation teacher.
Oh, wow.
Just giving it this prompt and then boom.
Yeah.
It creates this whole simulated negotiation
Oh.
that his team would have spent months developing.
Really?
It just shows you the power and the speed of these models.
That speed, it's driving so much excitement,
Yeah.
but also a bit of concern, too.
Right.
It brings us to that whole AI alignment problem.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard of that?
The paperclip maximizer.
Yes.
That thought experiment always gives me chills.
It's a good one
It does.
because it's a stark reminder that AI doesn't inherently share our values.
Right.
In that scenario, the AI tasked with making paper clips ends up, destroying the world
Right.
because it doesn't understand those nuances of human need and
Exactly.
human values.
It makes you realize that aligning AI with our goals is crucial.
Yeah.
And he talks about techniques like reinforcement learning from human feedback,
Yes.
where AI is learning from human judgments.
Uh-huh.
But even there, things get a little complex.
Well, there's a human cost involved.
Yes.
People are tasked with, sifting through a lot of AI output,
Right.
labeling it, refining it,
Yeah.
and some of that content can be disturbing,
Yes, it can be disturbing.
even traumatic.
Right.
It's an ethical dilemma we can't ignore.
Yeah, so how do we harness this power of AI
Right.
while keeping these ethical considerations in mind?
Exactly.
And he offers these 4 principles for co-intelligence.
Okay.
And I think they're a great framework for navigating this new world.
I like that.
So principle number 1
Okay.
is invite AI to everything.
I like it.
And he emphasizes that you, the user, are the innovator.
Right.
Your work, your passions, your challenges better than anyone.
Yeah.
AI is a tool,
It is.
a powerful one,
It is.
but it needs you to guide it,
Right.
to see the potential applications in your own world.
I love that he used it to overcome his own procrastination.
You did.
He had it reframe his thinking about writing the book,
He did.
and it worked.
And it worked.
That's so cool.
It's like AI can help us break through our own mental barriers.
It's like that different perspective that it can bring.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Okay, so principle number 2,
Okay.
be the human in the loop,
Okay.
which seems pretty straightforward,
Yeah.
but it gets at something really important.
Well, with all the hype, it's easy to forget that LLMs have limitations.
Yes, they do.
They're incredible at producing human-like text,
Right.
but they don't truly understand the world the way we do.
Yeah.
They can hallucinate,
Yes.
make things up.
They can make stuff up that sounds totally plausible,
Yes.
but it's completely made up.
And that's where we come in.
Yep.
We have to be the critical thinkers.
Yes.
Evaluating what the AI is producing.
Fact-checking.
Fact-checking.
Making sure we're not blindly accepting everything it tells us.
Right. It's a tool
It is.
that needs to be used responsibly.
Yes.
We have to be aware of its potential for bias,
Yes.
for generating false information. Be ready to intervene.
So it's a partnership,
It is.
but one where we, the humans, are ultimately responsible for the outcome.
Yes.
Okay. Principle number 3.
Okay.
This one threw me for a loop.
Okay.
Treat AI like a person.
Oh, okay.
Wait, didn't we just say to be wary of that?
It does seem paradoxical.
It does.
But it's about approach rather than belief.
Okay.
So he's not suggesting we believe that AI is sentient.
Got it.
But if you think of it as a suggestible,
Okay.
maybe even gullible intern,
Okay.
you can get better results.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's more about how we're framing the interaction,
Yes.
giving it clear instructions,
Right.
context, even creating personas
Yes.
for different tasks.
Like you're a marketing guru
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
you're a stand-up comedian.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Which is mind-blowing when you think about it.
it is.
We're shaping the AI's personality
Yes.
Through our prompts.
Through the prompts, through the instructions.
And our instruction.
That's amazing.
Okay, principle number 4. A sobering one. Okay, assume this is the worst AI you will ever use.
Whoa.
That's quite a statement.
That is.
It is.
But it's his way of reminding us that this is just the beginning.
It is.
The AI we have today is incredibly powerful.
Yes.
But it's going to keep evolving.
Rapidly.
Yeah.
So we have to stay adaptable.
Yeah.
Keep learning.
Keep learning.
And be prepared for a future where AI is even more integrated into our lives.
It's not the end point.
It's not.
It's the starting point.
It is.
We're on a journey.
We are.
We got to be ready for wherever that journey takes us.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Thanks.
It's almost like AI is this mirror, reflecting our own potential, but also our anxieties.
Right.
But that brings us to like another huge area.
Yeah.
Where AI is really poised to shake things up.
Yes.
Education.
Yes. Education.
Oh my gosh.
A huge one.
Huge.
Malik really digs into how AI could totally transform the way we learn and teach. And it goes way beyond just automating, tasks or grading quizzes.
He talks about personalized learning.
Yeah.
Where AI tutors adapt to each student's needs and their style, providing custom-tailored instruction.
Right. Imagine
having access to a tutor that knows exactly how you learn best.
And can adjust the curriculum on the fly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's incredible.
It really challenges that whole one-size-fits-all classroom.
Yeah.
We've known for years that people learn differently.
Right.
But now with AI, we actually have the tools
to individualize. On a large scale.
On a large scale. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's not just about personalized content, though.
Right.
He also talks about how AI can provide instant feedback.
Yeah.
So helping students identify areas they need to work on.
Right.
And get guidance as they're learning.
Think about that.
I know, it's incredible.
No more waiting days or weeks for feedback on an assignment.
Right, exactly.
Students could get real-time support, which could dramatically accelerate the learning process.
It's huge.
I know.
And then he talks about immersive simulation.
Yes.
And interactive learning experiences.
It could make education so much more engaging.
Yes.
And effective.
Especially for subjects that are traditionally difficult to teach in a traditional classroom setting.
Yes, exactly. Think about learning history.
Right.
By stepping into a virtual reality recreation of ancient Rome.
Wow.
Or studying biology by interacting with a simulated ecosystem.
That would be incredible.
I know. It's really about making learning more experiential.
Yes.
More hands-on.
Which means we need to rethink traditional teaching methods.
Yeah. If AI can do so much, what does that mean for the role of teachers?
What skills do we need to prioritize in an AI-powered world?
That's where it gets really interesting.
It does.
It forces us to confront what is uniquely human about learning and teaching.
What are those things that AI can't replicate?
Exactly. Critical thinking, creativity, empathy, collaboration, all those things that are essential.
Those are the things we need to focus on.
He actually predicts that AI will destroy the way we teach before it improves it.
That's a big statement.
It is. It's provocative.
It is.
But I can see his point.
I can too.
We're already seeing the challenges with students using AI to cheat on homework and exams.
Yeah.
So it's forcing us to rethink assessment.
Yes.
To move away from rote memorization and towards evaluating deeper understanding.
And critical thinking skills.
It's going to be messy.
Oh, yeah.
But it's also a chance to rebuild education in a way that's more aligned with the needs of an AI-powered world.
It's like AI is this catalyst for change.
Yes.
It's pushing us to evolve and adapt.
I like how he drew a parallel to the introduction of calculators in schools.
Oh, yeah.
There were similar fears about students becoming overly reliant on technology.
And they didn't destroy math education.
Right. They became a valuable tool. Yes. That allowed students to focus on higher order thinking.
Right.
It's likely that the same will happen with AI.
Yeah.
The challenge is figuring out how to integrate it.
Effectively and responsibly.
Exactly.
Malik raises this other incredible idea.
Yeah.
That AI could help close the global education gap.
Oh, yeah.
Think about all the students in underserved communities who don't have access
to quality education.
AI could provide them with that personalized learning.
Regardless of their location.
Yes.
Their socioeconomic status.
It's a powerful vision.
It is.
Of how AI could democratize access to education.
Empowering individuals all over the world.
But of course, there are challenges.
Always challenges.
Ensuring equitable access to technology.
Right.
Addressing potential biases in AI algorithms.
Yes, very important.
So it's not a simple solution,
No,
but it's a glimpse of how AI could be a force for good
absolutely.
in education.
I agree.
Okay, so we've talked about how AI can enhance our creativity.
Yeah.
But what about AI being creative itself?
That's when things get really mind-bending.
They do.
It's that paradox of AI creativity.
Yeah.
We know AI can hallucinate,
Right.
make things up,
Right.
which can be a problem when
Right.
it comes to accuracy.
Accuracy, yes.
But that same ability to kind of break free from
Yeah.
the constraints of reality
Right.
is also what allows it to generate novel ideas
Right.
and make unexpected connections.
It's like AI can explore this wider range of possibilities than we can
Yeah.
because it's not bound by our human limitations. And it's not just theoretical.
No.
He talks about how AI excels in those creativity tests.
Yeah, like the alternative uses test.
The alternative uses test.
Where you have to come up with all these different ways to use an everyday object.
Yeah.
Like a brick.
The brick, yeah.
The AI can come up with tons of ideas,
Yeah.
often surpassing humans in both quantity and originality.
Makes you wonder if we've been limiting ourselves
I know.
with our own assumptions about what's possible.
It's true.
But it goes beyond these simple tests.
Yes.
He describes this study where AI actually outperformed Wharton MBA students
Wow.
in an innovation challenge.
Really?
It's a striking example
It is.
of how AI can disrupt even fields that we associate with human ingenuity.
Right. Like, are we even needed anymore?
I know, right?
It's a little scary.
But it also highlights that potential for AI to be this powerful tool for innovation,
Yeah.
especially for people who might not consider themselves particularly creative.
Yes.
He talks about how using AI can help equalize creativity scores.
Mm-hmm.
So giving those people who aren't naturally good at brainstorming a boost in idea generation.
So it can kind of unlock
Yeah.
creative potential that we didn't even know we had.
That we didn't even know we
Oh,
had.
it's amazing.
Okay, so how do we actually incorporate AI into our creative process?
He gives some really practical tips for that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Like what?
So he emphasizes the importance of quantity over quality.
Okay.
So don't expect every idea that AI generates to be brilliant. Let it generate a large volume of ideas
Okay.
and then sift through them
Okay.
to find the gems.
Like panning for gold.
Exactly. It's a good analogy.
So it's about getting past those initial mental blocks
Yes.
and generating a wider range of possibilities.
And he also encourages people to embrace variance.
Okay.
Don't be afraid of those weird or unconventional ideas.
So how do you encourage the AI to do that?
You can give it specific instructions.
Oh, okay.
Like, think like a superhero, or imagine you're a 5-year-old.
So you're playing with it.
Yeah, you're playing with it.
Okay.
Encouraging it to be more playful and imaginative.
Okay, so we've explored how AI can be this powerful tool for learning and teaching,
Yes.
boosting our own creativity.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the bigger picture?
The big picture.
What does the future hold for AI?
The million-dollar question.
$1 million question.
Malik doesn't shy away from it.
He doesn't.
He lays out 3 potential scenarios.
Okay.
Ranging from not much changes
Okay.
to the singularity is near.
Okay, so let's start with the first one.
Oh, wait.
As good as it gets,
Okay.
which suggests that AI advancement slows down significantly.
Right.
And what we have now is pretty much the best it's going to get.
Interesting to consider,
It is interesting to consider.
especially given how rapidly
It's been evolving.
it has been evolving.
But even if it doesn't get drastically smarter,
Right.
it still has the potential to impact our world.
He brings up those deepfakes
deepfakes.
that AI can create
Yeah.
incredibly realistic
Oh my God.
fake videos of people saying and doing things
Right.
they never actually said or did.
It's scary.
It is.
It's a real threat to our ability to discern
Yes.
truth from falsehood.
What is real? What is not real?
I know, it's scary.
It raises this ethical question
It does.
about the potential for manipulation and deception,
If we can't trust what we see and hear,
right?
what does that mean for our society?
Big question.
It's,
You know, it's a reminder that we need to be developing those critical media literacy skills.
yes, we do.
And fostering this culture of healthy skepticism.
Yeah,
Questioning what we see online.
right.
Being aware of the potential for AI to be used.
To spread misinformation.
Yes.
Okay, so scenario number 2,
Okay.
the slow burn.
Right.
This assumes AI continues to improve,
Okay.
but at a steady, predictable pace.
Okay, so no sudden leaps forward.
No sudden leaps forward.
But just this gradual integration of AI
Good.
into various aspects of our lives.
And this scenario focuses on the possibilities and challenges of adapting to an AI-powered world.
How do we integrate AI into our work,
Right.
our education, our entertainment,
Even our relationships.
in a way that benefits humanity?
It's finding that balance.
It is.
Between embracing those potential benefits
Yes.
while also mitigating the risks
Right.
and making sure that it's used for good.
For good.
Malik explores how AI could lead to a significant reduction in the need for human labor,
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
which could have profound impacts on our systems.
Our economic and social systems.
We might need to rethink the concept of work altogether.
Right, like universal basic income, shorter work weeks.
Yeah.
New forms of creative expression.
Yeah.
It's a world where we have to find new ways to define meaning and purpose.
It's a fascinating
It is.
and potentially unsettling thought.
Yeah.
But it's also an invitation to imagine a future
Yeah.
where work is less about survival
And more about pursuing those passions and contributing to society.
in meaningful ways.
I like that.
Me too.
Okay, ready for scenario number 3.
Okay, hit me.
The one that tends to capture the imagination
Okay.
and maybe spark a bit of fear.
Right.
The singularity is near.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is where AI achieves superintelligence,
Okay.
surpassing human capabilities
Every way.
in every imaginable way.
That's the one we see in the movies.
It is the one we see in science fiction.
Right.
But Malik points out that a lot of experts in the field believe superintelligence is a real possibility,
Yeah.
and it could happen sooner than we think.
What happens when AI becomes smarter than us?
The big question.
The big question, will it be benevolent or malevolent?
Right.
Will it see humans as partners or as obstacles?
We don't have the answers to those questions.
We don't.
And that's what makes it so compelling
And scary.
and a bit daunting.
It is.
It's a future where the fate of humanity might rest in the hands of machines.
Malik acknowledges the potential dangers of superintelligent AI,
He does.
emphasizing the importance of careful consideration,
Yes.
responsible development, and a focus on aligning AI with human values.
Aligning is key.
It is.
It's a reminder that the future of AI is not predetermined.
It's not.
It's something we are actively shaping.
With our choices.
Choices and actions.
And that brings us back to this idea of co-intelligence.
Right.
AI is not just this force acting upon us.
Right.
It's something we're co-creating,
Oh, yeah.
evolving alongside.
Yeah. So it's not about fearing it
No.
or trying to halt its progress.
But about engaging with it thoughtfully,
Yes.
asking those critical questions,
Yeah.
working to ensure that AI is used to benefit humanity as a whole.
So where does our role as informed citizens come in?
It starts with education.
Education. Okay.
Awareness.
Awareness. Yeah.
Reading books like Malik's is a great first step.
Oh, intelligence. Yeah.
Staying informed about those latest developments,
Yeah.
understanding how it works,
Right.
considering its ethical implications is crucial
It's about becoming informed citizens.
in an AI-powered world.
Yes. And it's not just about reading and learning passively.
No, it's about engaging in conversations,
Having those conversations.
asking those tough questions,
Yeah.
challenging those assumptions,
Talking to each other.
talking to our
Our
families,
communities.
our elected officials,
About what?
about the kind of future.
We want to create with AI.
Okay, so how about on a more personal level?
Okay.
How can we, in our everyday lives,
Yeah.
start to think about AI in a more productive way?
He encourages us to experiment.
To experiment, okay.
Try out AI tools, see how they might fit into our lives.
That we don't have to be tech experts to start exploring the possibilities.
There are tons of free and accessible AI tools.
That's cool.
I know it is.
So becoming familiar with the technology,
Yeah.
seeing its strengths and limitations firsthand.
And as you experiment, pay attention to how it makes you feel.
Okay.
What excites you? What concerns you?
Yeah.
Your own experiences will shape your understanding.
Of its potential and its risks.
Exactly.
So approaching AI with curiosity,
Yes.
willingness to learn and adapt.
Seeing it not as a threat,
Right.
but as a tool, a partner, a potential force for good.
I like that.
Yeah,
It's about recognizing that we're all in this together.
they are.
We are navigating uncharted territory.
But with that thoughtful and collaborative approach,
Yes.
we can create a future where AI enhances our lives,
Empowers us.
empowers us, and helps us build a better world.
Well said.
Thank you.
Wow. It feels like we're at this incredible turning point,
To us.
full of potential, but also
A lot of unknowns.
a lot of unknowns.
Yeah.
Moloch's Cook has given us a lot to think about.
It has.
But I'm curious, what stands out to you as like the most important takeaway from all of this?
I think what resonates with me most is Moloch's emphasis on agency.
Agency, okay.
Yeah, he reminds us that we're not just passive bystanders in this AI revolution.
Yeah.
We have the power to shape its development, its applications, and ultimately its impact on our world.
It's empowering, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
so easy to get swept up in all the hype and fear surrounding AI.
Yeah,
But ultimately, we have choices to make.
we do.
He ends the book with this line that really stuck with me.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to decide on its implications. And those choices will shape what AI actually does for and to humanity.
It puts the responsibility squarely on our shoulders.
It does.
We can't just sit back and wait to see what happens.
No, we need to be actively involved
We need to shape the future.
in shaping the future of AI.
Yes.
So what does that actually look like?
Yeah.
How can we as individuals make a difference?
It starts with education
Education, okay.
and awareness.
Awareness, right?
Reading books like Moloch's Co-Intelligence is a great first step.
Right.
Staying informed about those latest developments,
Yeah.
understanding how it works, and considering its ethical implications is crucial
It's about being informed citizens.
in an AI-powered world.
Exactly. And it's not just about reading and learning passively.
Yeah, it's about those conversations.
Having those conversations.
Asking those tough questions, challenging assumptions.
Right. Talking to each other.
Talking to our families, our communities.
Our communities, even our elected officials.
Our elected officials about what?
About what?
About the kind of future we want to create with AI.
Yeah. And how about on a more personal level? How can we, in our everyday lives, start to think about AI in a more productive way?
Moloch encourages us to experiment.
To experiment, okay.
Try out those AI tools, see how they might fit into our own lives and work.
So we don't have to be tech experts
No, you don't.
to start exploring.
There are tons of free and accessible AI tools available online.
That's great to know.
Yeah.
So becoming familiar with the technology,
Yes.
seeing its strengths and limitations firsthand.
And as you experiment, pay attention to how it makes you feel.
Okay, how it makes you feel.
What excites you? What concerns you?
Right.
Your own experiences will shape your understanding.
Of its potential and its risks.
Yes.
So approaching AI with curiosity,
With curiosity,
willingness to learn,
willingness to learn and adapt.
seeing it not as a threat,
Right.
but as a tool,
Yep.
a partner, a potential force for good in our world.
I think that's a great way to put it.
It is.
Recognizing that we're all in this together,
We are.
navigating this uncharted territory. But with a thoughtful and collaborative approach, we can create a future
Yes.
where AI enhances our lives, empowers us, and helps us build a better world.
Well said.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you found it insightful and thought-provoking, and maybe even a little bit inspiring.
I hope so too.
And to you, the listener, we encourage you to keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep engaging in this crucial conversation about the future of AI.
Yes.
Until next time.
Bye.